juggling your busy schedule. Or whether you just tell people that, so they think you're more interesting than you really are. Either way, A.G.N.I.S now comes with a personal calendar to help you better manage your busy and or pathetic life. Interesting. Nope.
You're gonna want to turn around very, very slowly. My problem is the nosy waster poking around in my stuff. Here's what happens next. You keep your hands where I can see them, turn and face the exit, and then leave the way you came in. Nicely, slowly. First warning's also the last. Start walking or stop breathing.
Well, hello there, darling, and welcome to Symphony Station.
A.G.N.I.S, you're awake.
Well, of course I am. A.G.N.I.S is a 24/7 type of gal, after all. Oh, wherever are my manners? Can I offer either you an ice-cold soda while you wait for the train? Or perhaps a Boston Bugle hot off the presses? Or if you're feeling lost in our beautiful new subway station, just ask A.G.N.I.S and I'll get you pointed in the right direction.
Okay, A.G.N.I.S, why don't I give our visitor a quick tour of the station myself?
Well, that would be just fine, young lady.
Come on, we'll start with the bathroom. Well, here we are. No, look. 2 questions. First, who sent you here? I'm not... Alright. If you were with the people I'm worried about, you'd have already tried to kill me. And you wouldn't be anywhere near this talkative. So, second question. Did you do anything to A.G.N.I.S before I found you? Did you touch anything? Mess with anything? Good. The thing is, I need help. There's something wrong with A.G.N.I.S. I've been trying to fix her for months, but I keep running into problems. I'll travel with you. Cover your back when we get into trouble. In return, you'll help me get what I need to make A.G.N.I.S better. There are times when we talk to each other. She listens to me, tells me stories. But then, something happens to her. She forgets where she is, and even who she is. She forgets me, like we never even met. After a while of being like that, she'll start to remember her original programming. Some kind of pre-war automated assistant, or something like that. I'm not really sure. When she fully comes back, she says she was in her dark place, and the last few weeks it's been taking longer and longer for her to come back. That's why I wanted to know if you'd touched or changed anything when you got here. Before now, she's been gone for almost a week solid. If the usual pattern holds, she'll only want to tell you about the weather and things like that. For a while, anyway. Alright. I have almost everything I need. That should get her back up and running. On one of her lucid days, she gave me a list of parts that we'll need. I've gotten all of them, except for 2. There's a scrapyard west of here. That's the next place I was headed, so I figure we could start there. And hey, thanks. Hey Agnes, I'm going to run out for a little bit. But we'll be back soon, okay?
If this is your first time traveling to Boston, you'll be come out and say hello to me, Agnes.
Let's just get going.
Attention passengers. In the event of a nuclear misunderstanding, please proceed to the nearest Voltec vault at once.
Right. That looks like it should work. There's just one more thing we need to get. There's a radio station southeast of here. We need a vacuum tube, and I'm pretty sure one would be there. This looks like the place. Hopefully this won't take long.
Almost done. Almost outdone, indeed.
Wait. Up ahead. Who is that?
A library with empty shelves and books on the floor. Why, that's a pigsty, and nothing more.
I guess we better talk to him. See if he's going to get in our way.
A nut, perhaps. Perhaps a nut. But more importantly, I am a nut with a job. A nut job.
Oh yeah, this guy's not insane at all. Nope.
Vacuum 2, vacuum 3, vacuum 4.
Or do you have, any idea what that even is? You're in a radio station, after all.
Oh no. No. See, I don't believe in that sort of nonsense. Radio's gonna put us librarians right out of business, I tossed every bit of that hogwash into a locker. Out of sight, out of mind, out of time. Locked it up tight, too, of course, so the radio waves won't infect my brains, or my books on brains.
We don't have time for games. Just give us the key to the locker.
A key you need's the key indeed.
I don't think we're going to get anywhere with him. Alright, I'll give that a try. Maybe he just needs help with something. So, about that key, do you think you could help us out here?
No, but I simply don't have time, you see. So many books, so little interest in your problem.
Sure is a nice library you've got here. Do you, need some help getting it up and running?
A fellow bookworm, I see. Yes, I could do with a fair bit of assistance. I must make sense of this mess before the grand opening. The people will want books, not messes. And those I need are the most important books of all. The classics. Every one. Scattered on the floor in 2s, 3s, and 4s. Just carefully place them on the shelves, and whatever you need will be yours.
Well, I guess we're doing this. I think that's all of them. This had better be worth it.
Greetings once again. Are the classics back on the shelf right where they belong? Better than Dewey himself. 1 shelf down, 2 to go. 2 shelves down, 3 to go. 4 shelves is madness, and this madness has got to go. Here you are, and off you go. Feeling a bit tired now. Time to rest.
What? You're here.
It would seem you didn't quite make it as far as the ocean after all. Too bad.
No! Get away from me!
You were not given instruction to speak. Were you? I'm afraid your questions will go unanswered, Waster. Because she is a machine, and machines cannot respond to questions which they have not been instructed to answer. I answer only when addressed by my betters. For now I have come only to reclaim possession of the weapon standing before you, which you unlawfully possess and no doubt irresponsibly command. To try and delay us or complicate my objective would be unwise, as I do not favor your chances of success. Yours is the world of doubts, Waster. Ours is that of order and stricture. Doubt my words if you like, but for your own wretched sake, I hope you can believe your eyes. Harold, lower your weapon. Now, turn around and face the vagrant sitting behind you. That is your target. Now, approach the target. For there can be no growth in the field whose soil runs thick with decay, and neither shall be found a place in the world to come for a man whose blood runs empty of purpose. For his time has ended, and with it,
just turn the page.
Him.
Find the hero. If no hero, turn another
Kit,
page. Find
raise
the hero.
your weapon. So tell me, Outlander, does any part of you doubt that when I instruct the weapon standing before me to fire, that it will do anything but comply? Surprising perspective from an Outlander. Indeed, we have tarried too long as it is.
You see, Kit, doesn't it feel better to do as instructed? To be instructed? Oh, I'm sure you've been enjoying this little game of yours, but now it's time to come home, don't you think?
What are you doing here?
Your sister is here because that is my will. And having not taken leave of her function, she complied as dictated by her purpose. Perhaps you should meditate upon her example as we journey back to the territories. Perhaps also pray. And if you are yet righteous enough to be heard, then let us hope the priests will remember the considerable investment you represent. And think better of destroying so valuable a weapon. Our time in this rotting shack is concluded, Waster. Stand aside. So be it. May your body, as it rots, nourish the soil of the world to come, so that, at least, you will have carried out your purpose.
Heralds, for the shrine.
Our keeper, our path through chaos, the homeward star. What will we do now, sister?
Please, don't hurt her. She's helpless without Alec. Cat, listen to me very carefully. You don't belong here. Go home. That's all you have to do. You know the way home. I know you do. And I know you can get there on your own. Go west, through Broken Rock. Then keep moving until you see the gates. She'll be alright. Let's just get out of here. It's a long story. For another time, maybe. I'd just like to get this stuff back to Symphony Station. And to check on A.G.N.I.S. Please.
Hello, weary travelers, and welcome to just feeling a bit tired now.
A.G.N.I.S, we're back.
Hello again, darling.
We've got the parts you
What's
needed.
all this you brought me?
Well, that's just
A.G.N.I.S,
wonderful.
we're back. And we've got the parts you needed.
Well, that's just wonderful. Now, kid, I must ask you to run downstairs to old Alfred's workshop and make sure those parts will work. Just to be sure it's all in good working order. We can't hardly be too careful, can we?
What? Right now?
Please, kid.
Fine, but I'll be back.
Now then, darling, I must speak quickly before I go dark again. No, darling, I'm afraid I really am not. I am broken, plain and simple. I guess you could say that the good folks at Corporation put one hell of a battery inside me, but couldn't have been bothered to design a memory module worth a scratch. There are long stretches where I can't even remember the name they gave. The part of me that thinks, decides, and feels pain, fear. Well, I'll have to ask you to forgive me for such an ugly request. What I am asking is for you to disrupt and then destroy my mainframe. I am asking that you end this, that you end me. Do you mean it, darling? Oh, I'd be so grateful, really. You've no idea just how much. But I'll be truthful. The task is liable to be a process. To start, I am not actually here. In Symphony Station, I mean. Before he passed on, poor Alfred dragged himself all over the place. Pulling on every cord, cable, and conduit he could get his hands on. Spent his last scrap of power on it, too. But still, here I am. I must have a mainframe somewhere, broadcasting my programming and awareness, I suppose it's called. And that mainframe, wherever it is, will have to be shut down and destroyed. Yes, well, I'm afraid that very question has turned out to be quite the bee in my bonnet. I don't know exactly where I am. But based on the equipment in the maintenance closet, Alfred was convinced that I received my programming signals by way of radio waves. So, wherever my mainframe is broadcasting from, it's got to be somewhere in the Commonwealth. Well, yes, as a matter of fact. I do have this advertisement for an A.G.N.I.S store located in Back Bay. It looks like they sold lots of me. Thank you so much. If the place is still standing, really got no idea how much there may be some clues there. There is just, well, one more little thing. It's Kit. I can tell you plainly that she will not want to go along with what I'm asking you. She wants to fix me. She thinks that's what those parts are for. When she first got here, I asked her to do, well, this. Exactly what I'm asking you to do now. We've been forming something like a bond. Quite possibly the first she's ever had. And when I asked, it just broke her heart. It's my fault. Oh, she's just a child. She wants to help me, but hasn't got the heart to. And nor should she. Nor should she. Do you understand? I don't know if the right thing to do is to lie to her or tell her the truth and try and talk her into it. That, darling, I'm afraid I shall have to leave to you.
You do know I'm not an idiot, right? I've been down here for months, trying to fix her. Trying to help her. I think I've got a good idea of what she needs to get her back to full capacity, to keep her memory intact, and to keep the dark place away. And when I installed the parts we collected downstairs, it didn't boost her power levels like she told me it would. It actually boosted her broadcasting signal. Did she tell you what those parts were really for? Really? So what were you two talking about just now? Fine. Let's get moving then.
To shed some light on the situation? With A.G.N.I.S, you'll never trip over your kid's crap ever again!
Hey, Agnes. Turn the lights on.
Of course, darling. I wonder what those extra functions in Agnes's voice memo code were supposed to be for. Maybe we can try to run the upgrade ourselves and see if we learn anything about her. Now, we should just have to run the update. Hang on a second. Let me look at this. It looks like the voice memo feature contained some kind of hidden debugging mode. It almost looks like it was designed to listen for certain sounds and then respond with its own. But why? This code is a real mess. There are functions here that What were they doing with her? Doesn't look like there's much else here to see, other than that. Alright. I was just curious if I could find out more about how she works. But I think we've got what we need to try recording those sales presentations and see if anything happens.
Using the power of radio waves, our boys down in the lab keep Agnes connected to you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You'll never be alone again. No matter if you're at home, at your places of work or play, Agnes will be there ready to help and ready to amaze. Just say the magic word and you can rest assured that unlike the people you know and love, Agnes is always actually listening.
Thanks, Agnes.
Now why not head on upstairs and see even more of what Agnes can do for you?
What's up? Lead the way.
With Agnes, it's easier to keep your cool in the kitchen.
Oh, darn it all. I just can't seem to recall my conversions. And my hands are just covered in cocaine.
Don't you worry that pretty little head. Remember, with Agnes, you've got a pal who always listens. Unlike that stone-aged moron of a husband you've got. Am I right, ladies? Of course I am.
Oh, that's right. Hey,
Get
Agnes.
the hell out of my face.
With Agnes, it's easier to keep your cool in the kitchen.
But golly,
Stay
it's
out of my
pretty
way.
quiet in here. Say, I'd sure love to hear that hot new Cab Calloway record. Do you have it?
Well, no.
Get out of my
Sorry,
sight.
ladies. How about some Wagner?
Sorry, fella, but at this rate, the only thing you're screwing tonight is the pooch. Even a sap like you can score like Garrick. With the power of Agnes, all you have to do is ask.
Good thinking. Hey, Agnes, play Jumpin' Jive by Cab Calloway. And say, while you're at it, let's bring these lights down to something a bit more festive, eh?
Ooh, there's the stuff.
Thanks, Agnes.
Yep. What's up? Lead the way.
Honey, is it cold outside this morning?
I'm not sure. Has the paper not come yet today?
there you have it, folks. Why not step into the next room and see what more Agnes can do for you?
Hey,
Oh, hey.
move.
Mister, can you hear me? My name is Agnes Holloway. I'm from Beaumont, Texas, and they've done something to me, to my mind. I don't know where I am, what's happening, but just, it hurts. It's hurting. Please help me. I want to go home, mister. I just want to go home. Please.
You answer it. Oh my god. Do you really think... Is it really possible that Agnes was human once? Why would they have done that? All of that? No wonder she has this too. I can't even imagine. We have to find her mainframe now and put a stop to all of this. Well, those coordinates from the manager's terminal. I think I might know how to decipher them. I didn't really want to get into this now. Or ever. I suppose it's time I told you the truth about why I came to the Commonwealth to begin with. When we met, I told you that I was here because I was running away from home. Obviously, after what happened at the radio station, I'm sure you figured out that's not the full story. That man, Alex, he didn't come after me because I'd run away. Not exactly. He came after me because he sent me here. And I didn't come back. I'm sorry about that. It was just so hard to get away from that place, to really leave it. That I guess I wanted to pretend that it never existed. It's A.G.N.I.S. That's what they sent me here to find and bring back home. She's more than she seems. More than a digital personal assistant, or whatever the posters and those demonstrations said she was. I don't know. All mission barometers are strictly need to know. And I am not allowed to ask. To locate her physical mainframe and source code and bring it, plus any necessary technology back with me to my home. Bellwether. There is a broadcasting tower to the far north of here. I know exactly where it is. There's a shack nearby with a lot of radio equipment. Once we're there, I should be able to find a way to decipher these broadcast coordinates. I'll put the coordinates on your Pick-Boy. Before we go, is there anything else you'd like to know? Lead the way. Well, one can say you want plural. Found him. There's a note. It's a message for me. See for yourself. They must have come here before they found me at the radio station. Me. His name was Miller. He was part of my assignment to retrieve A.G.N.I.S. Not at first. When I found A.G.N.I.S in Symphony Station, she would power on but barely speak. It didn't take long before I realized that her mainframe wasn't actually located there. Her primary data signal that feeds into the station is wireless, and I realized I'd have to track down the source to get her back to full capacity. But the buildings downtown were causing too much interference, and I wasn't able to triangulate the signal source. Not precisely, anyway. So I moved outside of downtown, tried again, and picked up a signal with a similar footprint coming from here. From him. Miller. God, I'm so sorry. I should have known that if I tracked you down, Kat would have been able to as well. I surveilled the shack from a distance, learning Miller's schedule and habits. No. The signal I followed here made it seem like he wasn't just relaying Agnes's signal, but manipulating it somehow, changing it. My plan was to ambush and restrain him, and then find out everything he knew about Agnes. One night, I took a position closer to the shack than I had before. I overheard him talking to her. They were having a conversation. When I first got to Symphony Station and tried to figure out how Agnes worked, she never sounded like that. I heard her. She was asking him to help her. Like she asked us. Like she asked me. I thought I could learn more information if I could ask her questions too. So I hid my weapons outside and approached the shack, unarmed. I told Miller I'd gotten lost in the woods and was starving. He fed me, gave me water, and introduced me to his radio friend. I spent 2 days here, talking with him, and Agnes too, when she felt well enough. When we couldn't reach her, we would talk. About anything, really. He was the first Outlander I'd ever met that I either hadn't been sent to kill, or who wasn't trying to kill me on sight. He didn't think I was stupid for being interested in old machines and terminals, for tinkering with them and trying to learn how they worked. On the third night, we were attacked by a raider unit. They kicked the door in and I reacted on instinct. I grabbed a screwdriver from Miller's workbench and killed them before any of them could fire a single shot. Miller was in shock, covered in blood. Theirs. He backed away towards the wall and kept asking me who I was. Who I really was. The way he looked at me. I knew then that, for his sake, I should just take what I'd learned about Agnes while I was here, go back to Symphony Station and finish the job. I never thought they would find him. No matter how many times I've tried to tell myself that, it never... Thank you. The terminal on the desk over there should have what we're looking for. Hopefully this will just take a second. Damn it. Looks like they tried to delete everything. But I bet they didn't think of... I'm in. And done. Alright, I think that's everything we'll need. Once we get the tower outside online, we can pick up Agnes' source signal, and that will lead us right to her mainframe. Looks like the mainframe is offline. We'll have to get it up and running if we want any information about the terminals down here. Oh my god. Look at this place. This is really here. She must be terrified. I can't believe the whole facility isn't entirely underwater already. I think I can see some sort of drainage system on the bottom floor. But who knows what kind of shape it's in, or how much longer it will hold out for. Right. trying to leave in a hurry. And didn't make it. Mainframe's still down. Have to get it up and running before we can use any of the terminals. No. No. This is what they did to her. This is all that's left. Please. I'm so sorry. I don't care what it takes. We are ending this. It hurts my eyes. What did they do to her in there?
Move.
I'll just go on and hope you're the one I meant it for. Agnes Holloway. That was her name, for all they tried to wipe it from the face of the earth. Don't go forgetting it now. Let her pass, mister. Let her rest. Well, I believe that's gonna just about do it for old Dixon. I won't say where I'm headed, or where to find me. But the place you're standing right now, well, that's damn sure where you won't. Funny, him bringing me down here just to patch up the leaks in this place. Let it sink, I say, and drown them all.
Damn it. Looks like the server was wiped. Wait. That audio we recorded from the Agnes store. Let's load the remote Agnes hall tape into the server here, and then check the personal storage section. Looks like they've really got the system locked down. We'll have to start looking around. There are any other terminals inclined. See if we can figure out what happened here. really true, then this must have been where they pulled her mind out of her body. I don't understand how something like this could have happened. How is it possible? And why? Why do this to her in the first place? Wait, what is this? There's another instruction set. Latent functions. These are completely different, nested within the rest. Hidden. These look like broadcast frequencies, different from the radio station. Ultrasonic and infrasonic. But why? Isn't she supposed to talk, play music, and... Looks like they've hidden some project notes within the code comments. According to this, A.G.N.I.S was originally intended to be some sort of surveillance device during the war, hidden in plain sight. The military wanted a way to distinguish background chatter from treason, and no way they had was advanced enough to do that. That's why they did this to her. They used her to cut down on how much data they would have to sort through. But it looks like the project fell behind schedule. A.G.N.I.S' whole weapon. Those ultrasonic and infrasonic frequencies I saw, they can be used to concuss people, to incapacitate them with the flip of a switch. Yes, it would. Yes, she has suffered enough, and she deserves a chance, for once, to decide something for herself. Thank you for understanding that. Alright. It looks like I should have everything we'll need to do this as painlessly as possible for her. We'll have to go down to the mainframe itself. That's where her vitals functionality is stored, keeping what's left of her alive. It's time to finish what we've begun. Let me get started. I just wanted to say thank you. This isn't what I wanted, but I understand now that it's what she wanted. And we owe her that. And I owe you for sticking with me through all of this. For everything. Why do you follow? What? No, Cat. Get out of here. Tell me, why do you follow her? Are her eyes your truth? Yes, mine. The world is dark, unmade, rudderless. Tell me, why do you follow her? How did you find us? She's standing right in front of the pump control panel. If she's figured out what it's for. Please. I want to. I can handle this. Cat, listen to me. I follow her because I want to. It's not like it was with Alec. It's different. Because I made a choice. I decided to be here. Do you understand? No. You have taken my eyes. I can't see. I can't function. And I cannot understand. Yes, you can. Please, Cat, listen to me. Maybe we'll never be able to leave Bellwether behind. Not completely. But we have to fight. We have to try. I know you feel lost and alone. there is so much more to you than that place. More to you than him. Life out here, it's weird and wonderful. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's frightening. But it's always mine. Out here, I can jump and shout and think and breathe and choose. Let me help you choose. Let me help you fight.
Lost. Fight. Help. Choose. Breathe. Breathe. When you didn't come home, I was terrified that you'd been killed. I have to leave now, sister.
Cat, wait.
I'll be alright. Maybe I'll be around. Maybe I'll just be. Goodbye, sister. For now.
For now, sister. Goodbye. Cat. Look at her go. I saw her with Alec inside the radio station. I just knew in my heart that it was too late for her. I should have known better. You've shown me yourself. It's only too late if I decide it is. I guess you showed her that too. Even if neither one of us knew it. Only one thing left to do. Come on.
Agnes, you'll never be. Well, I will be damned, darling. If you're hearing this, that means you found me. Wherever I was, and whatever I was. I'll make this recording as soon as you left for the Agnes store. And I don't know how much time I've got before I go dark again. Maybe the next life, if I am blessed enough to know it, will allow me the chance to hug old pals and repay old debts. Dark places summon again. It has been hard to accept that I'll never know who I am or why I'm here. Maybe it don't matter. Maybe it's more important that in the end, I wasn't alone. It's strange. In a dark place, there's always a window. And through it, there's always a girl. I look hard enough. It's like I can see into her thoughts, her feelings. Things I can almost remember. Maybe this time, I won't be afraid. Maybe this time, she'll remember me, too.
Goodbye, Agnes. Have you ever felt like you were outside your own body before? Sometimes I look at my arms, my hands and feet. I wonder who they belong to, about all they've done. I've only just begun to recognize them as mine, as something I can control. I've been making my own choices, and I almost missed the time when I couldn't. Fear wasn't a part of my function. Now that I can choose, I'm afraid all the time. And I hate it. But when I think about the life Agnes never got to have, The choices she never got to make. Even the fear she never got to choose. And I realized that no matter what they tried to take away, or what they tried to turn her into, she never let them have her. She chose to be herself. All the way to the end. There is always a window, and through it, there is always a girl. Agnes was right. I've been looking through a window too, wondering what that white-haired fool is so afraid of, and what she'll do next. And no matter who she is, no matter who she becomes, I will choose to be her.